Good morning, people of God. Welcome to Timeout with Tony Dyson. And yes, I did say good morning. It is Tuesday morning. I did, however, record this last night, but for some reason, out of all the videos that I've been posting to YouTube, this is the first one that has taken this long to process. It does say it has been uploaded, but it's still processing. But yet, that will not stop me on the mission that God has me on. So as we move forward, this morning we're going to talk a little bit about, do you really know who you are? Do you really know? Well, Genesis 1:26, it states that God created man in his image, in his own image, and after his likeness. That that means that we look like God. I look like God, you look like God, and so forth. See, an image, when you look into a mirror, into a puddle of water, anything that can give off your image, it is a reflection. That means that we are a reflection of God himself. And then in Genesis 1:28 it states that he blessed us and gave us dominion over the earth, and he told us to subdue it. Now people may think that when you bless someone that you just bestow a gift upon them, but also when you bless someone you give them a function, you give them a assignment. So if people have been blessed with a ministry, that means have the gift of a ministry bestowed upon them. When God blessed us with the earth, he gave us a function, an assignment for the earth, and that was to have dominion over the earth, which means rulership, power, authority. He said to also subdue the earth. That means to come upon it, to take control over it, and make it do what we want it to do. So our function that God gave us was for us to rule the earth. And I'm going to get into this, a little bit deeper. In Psalms 115 it states, even the heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth hath he given to the children of men. Now understand this, people of God. Jesus is called King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Now, as I just read, God gave us the earth. So if Jesus is King of Kings and he's our King, that means that we are kings. If Jesus is Lord of Lords, that means he is our Lord, but we are yet lords as well. When he gave us rulership over this earth, we became the landlords of this earth. That's just like if you are renting a place to stay, you have a landlord. That person makes sure that everything is taken care of on his land. So when God gave us the earth, we're supposed to be making sure that everything is being taken care of on this land. So once again, when it says he's King of Kings and Lords of Lords, he's our King, he's our Lord. And that means that we are kings and lords as well. And I will get into that. In Psalms 82:6, it says, I have said, ye are gods with a little g. Ye are children of the Most High. Now, once again, God is showing how he made us in his image, yet ye are gods. So the big God with the big G made the little gods, which is us with the little g. See, when God created us in his image and after his likeness, he gave us a blueprint. Now, when we have kids, we create in our image and after our likeness. And when we have kids, when our kids start growing up, we tell our kids, you look like your mama, you look like your daddy, you act like your mama, you act like your daddy. And little girls, they see their mother when they do their own hair, or when they do the daughter's hair, or do someone else's hair. Then little girls do what? They start playing with baby dolls and trying to do hair. Little boys see their father fixing stuff around the house, banging on stuff with a hammer, with a screwdriver. So what do little boys do? They start banging on stuff with a hammer and playing with screwdrivers or whatnot. See, because they're mimicking the actions of the authoritative figure. So to speak, they're mimicking the actions of their fathers and their mothers. So what I'm saying, people of God, is if we are created in God's image, that we need to be doing things the way that God and Jesus would do things. We need to mimic his actions. Somebody got that today. Somebody got that. In Second Chronicles, the eighth, I'm sorry, the 7th chapter, the 14th verse, it says, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin, and I will heal their land. Now, people of God, understand this. If God gave us this earth to rule, that means we are the king of this territory. Now, if God, he's the king of heaven. Follow me here. One king cannot come into another king's domain without permission. See, when Jesus hung his head on the cross, he said, it, not I, it is finished. The mission that I came here for, the mission that my Father sent me on, it is now finished. The power is in your hands. At the end of Matthew, it states, I now give you the keys to the kingdom. Whatever you shall bind, which means to lock up on earth, I will do the same in heaven. Whatever you shall loose on earth, which means to unlock, to set free, I will do the same in heaven. So they're saying we have to do this thing first in order for God to do this thing. See, God is not just going to come into our territory without our permission. See, that's the problem we have with Satan right now. He said he tries to invade our territory, and that's why we are at war. In closing, in 1 Peter 9, it says, but ye are a royal priesthood, a peculiar people, that you should shew forth the praises of him that called you out of darkness into the marvelous light. Understand, people, we have been called out of darkness. You know how it feels to be in darkness, to not be in the know? You ever been talking to someone and you say to them, hey, shed some light on the situation, enlighten me. God has called us out of darkness. Just another little thing to show you the power he gave us. If we walk into a dark room, when God created the earth, he said, let there be light. If we walk into a dark room, we have the ability to cut lights on. Somebody got that on today. So people of God, what I'm saying is, do you really know who you are? A peculiar people, a royal priesthood, but ye are God's children of the Most High. Somebody got that on today. I really do hope that this time out with Tony Dyson is blessing someone and helping someone. Please do not forget, you can send me questions. You can email me at antdyson2007@yahoo.com. Until next time, God keep you and be blessed.